Hello, Professor Quinn. This is my quick wrap-up reflection on the semester. So here we go. Coming into the class, I thought that entrepreneurship was just about the idea. You come up with something clever and then build it, but early on, I realized the idea doesn't actually matter unless you can execute on it. You have to find a real problem, listen to people, and then just test over and over. For me, a high point was the MVP process and building out our landing page in 45 minutes. I also did really enjoy the trade-up challenge. I think in the moment, getting something out there was tough, but those things were really fun because it forced you to take action and get something out there with limited resources. And then not necessarily a low point, but something that was tougher for me was catching my own bias when we were doing customer discovery. I think early on I heard what I wanted to hear, and I know you have to be very careful with that when you're trying to narrow down what the real problem is with customers. And then the biggest lesson for me, fall in love with the problem, not the product. You preach this all semester. If the problem is real, the solution can change easily. If it's not, then I think you're just building in the absolute wrong direction. And then my second big takeaway is to just start. You don't need a 5-year plan. You need a test, a survey, a landing page, just something really small and simple with limits makes you focus. Lastly, what I learned about myself is that chaos in the venture process is okay. It's okay to have a rough draft, but within that mess, it's really important to create structure, establish deadlines, get feedback. You need all of that to build momentum. And I think if you can have that, that makes your venture process a whole lot stronger. And that's it. Those are my big takeaways from the semester. I think I could speak a very long time just talking about everything that we learned this semester, but this was the condensed knowledge that I took away from the class. And I just want to say I really appreciate all the effort that you put into teaching us, what goes into building a venture. I think down the line, when it does come time for me to build my own venture, I feel a lot better equipped to build something more effectively and to solve a real problem. So thank you very much, Professor Quinn. And let's stay in touch.